Hi, thanks for taking a couple minutes to check out my new shopping and inventory tracking program, ShopTrack. Let's start with a quick example of how you would use this program. The most common use for the program is to keep track of things that you buy in large quantity and then use over time, like items you would purchase at a warehouse store. Let's say you have a few different items you routinely purchase in volume. Before you go shopping, you can do a quick check to see how many of each of these you have. You can quickly use the minus button to change the count and then switch over to the List tab to generate a shopping list. While you are at the store, you can use the plus button to change the count of an item as you put it into your cart. Notice when we pressed the plus button for Diet Coke, the count went up by 32, and when we pressed it for paper towels, it went up by 12. We'll look at that in more detail in just a minute. You can also send your list as an email by pressing the button at the bottom of the screen, allowing someone else to do your shopping for you. That's the basic operation of ShopTrack. Let's take a couple more minutes to go into a little more detail. The Inventory tab is where we organize all of the items that you want to track with ShopTrack. When you first start the program, you will be given a few options for how you want to use the program. You can pick one of these or just start with an empty database. We start with categories. You can use as many or as few categories as you want. Here in our default grocery store setup, we have two categories, one for a warehouse store and one for a normal grocery store. To further help you sort your items, each category can have one or more subcategories. In our default setup, we have a few different sections for each of our stores. Using subcategories is optional and is controlled on the Settings tab. Categories and subcategories are created using the plus button at the top of the inventory screens. Categories can be deleted by pressing the edit button in the top inventory screen. Subcategories are deleted by pressing the delete subcategory button at the bottom of an item list screen. Adding items is similar to adding categories. We will move to a category and then subcategory and then press the plus button to add a new item. Items can have names and/or pictures. You can use the camera or select a picture from the photo library. Once you have created an item, you will see the screen with a few more choices that can be set. Notice the category and subcategory fields are automatically set for you. The increment count field controls how many items are added when you press the plus key. Since we usually buy soft drinks in 32 packs, we set the field accordingly. The alert count triggers when an item shows up in the low inventory list we used for shopping. When the count of an item goes below this number, it will be included in the list. Alerts are enabled on the Setting tab. When alerts are turned on, you will see a message when you go below the alert count and the number in the program badge will increase. ShopTrack also includes a couple of ways to help you look at the usage of your items. In the item detail screen, you can press the View History button to see all of the additions and subtractions for an item for each day. This can be cleared at any time by pressing the Delete History button. On the List tab, you can view an activity over all of your items over a given period of time. This can be useful to help you track how much of an item is being used. On the Settings tab, there is also a complete set of help, and you can also watch this video again. Well, that's about it. I hope you will find ShopTrack to be a handy and useful tool. Make sure you visit the App Store to see more from MikeMilhame.com.